Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story that came out on NBC4i.com out of Ohio, Columbus. And we know for a long time Ohio has really badly struggled with opioids, and it's been pretty deadly for them. Fatal drug overdoses increased to a record 4,854 last year in Ohio, a 20% increase compared to the previous year, according to information reported to the state. Data on unintentional drug deaths provided to the Ohio Department of Health shows 2017 was the eighth year in a row that drug deaths increased, the Columbus Dispatch reported Sunday. Ohio's county coroner logged 4,050 fatal overdoses in 2016. The newspaper's review of the data shows the synthetic opioid fentanyl continued to fuel the drug plague, accounting for nearly three-fourths of last year's overdose deaths and killing 3,431 people. That was 46% higher than the previous year. Cocaine related deaths increased 39% from 1,109 in 2016 to 1,540 last year. Positive news shows that data included a 46 drop in heroin deaths to 987 last year, for the fewest deaths in 4 years. Fatal overdoses from prescription opioids also fell in 2017 to 523. That was the lowest number in 8 years, down from a peak of 724 deaths in 2011, the newspaper reported. Russ Kennedy, spokesman for the Ohio Department of Health, says while a review of data confirms fentanyl is driving overdose deaths in the state, Ohio is also seeing significant progress in reducing the numbers of prescription opioids available for abuse. Kennedy confirmed Sunday that the health department expects to release its own analysis of 2017 drug deaths this week. He also noted that the information shows the number of unintentional overdose deaths in Ohio declined during the second half of 2017 by 23%. A recent state report on drug trends stated that drug cartels have flooded Ohio with fentanyl, and many users don't realize they've taken the opioid because it's been cut into heroin and cocaine and even pressed into prescription opioids. Dealers are flooding communities with different drugs to see what takes. They are very smart business people, said Lori Chris, Chief Executive Officer of the Ohio Council of Behavioral Health and Family Services Providers. Cheryl Walters, Chief Executive Officer of the Ohio Association of County Behavioral Health Authorities, said the state's death toll was high, but it could have been much worse. The reality is we've focused on opioids and heroin, and now we're seeing more deaths involving other drugs. So we've got to focus on treatment and all kinds for all kinds of addictions. So they're just saying they no longer can just look at opioids, they have to look at other addictions as well. Governor John Kasich administration is spending more than $1 billion a year to fight the drug plague, most of it to provide addiction treatment, to Medicaid expansion. The state also investing in providing the opioid overdose antidote, naloxone, to first responders and others, in supporting efforts including drug courts, housing for recovering addicts, and educational programs. Well, I know Ohio, along with West Virginia and Iowa, many of those states have been struggling for many years as far as this opioid plague is concerned. So I'm not too surprised. It's one of the states that is mentioned in this article, where it's an increased amount of deaths in Ohio. I know when I first started doing stories on the opioid plague, Ohio came up a lot. It really did. And so did West Virginia. And those states were struggling for quite some time. But ladies and gentlemen, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.